Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho.
And when you're down here with me, you float down.
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What up, film fans? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Season 7, Episode 22 of Friday the 14th podcast. I am one of your hosts, Juan, and I am joined by the guys, the other hosts.
Franco.
I'm the 4K bad guy. They just saw it.
What up, guys? Big what?
What?
All right. Let's dig into it. How's you guys' week been, man? Good week?
It's been a week. My eyes are burning right now. What the hell?
He's crying. He's so happy to see you. It's been a week.
Very happy to be on this podcast.
So what have you been smoking, Franco?
I think they just started hurting right now when you started the podcast.
Oh man.
Or 5 minutes ago.
That's what RVD used to say to Paul Heyman. Well, I wish I was coming to you guys live from Texas, but that's where
You're
you
not,
guys
you're not in Texas?
I wish I
You're not
was in Texas. You know, it's so hot here, it feels like I'm in Texas. We had almost 90 degrees again today, and it's like it's almost November. What the hell's going on? So,
Texas heat, don't joke.
Man, you guys been hot over there too?
Yep. Been real hot.
Other than Tajiri spitting something in Franco's eyes, man. Nick, what about you? How have you been?
I wish someone was spitting some green mist in my eyes. Been doing all right. You what?
It burns
We
me.
No, it does.
man,
Yeah, just another quick week.
quick week is mildly.
The weather, it's been hot, but I think there was some. Maybe it was last week. I'm confusing it with, but I mean, I was wearing shorts today. Showing off my Dr. Pepper socks. It's National Dr. Pepper Day. In case anyone wanted to know.
Celebrating right here.
National
With water.
Yes.
It's a little spiced.
I don't have the bottle
anyway,
though.
Some nice stickers.
Well, Nick is sucking down some Dr. Pepper. On National Dr. Pepper Day, see what we do when we move the podcast to Thursdays? We land on National Dr. Pepper Day. So
Totally planned.
Last week, guys, was so much fun. We had a great conversation piece on Terrifier 3. Great podcast, great episode. Go back and listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts at, or you can come right here and watch us on demand on Emisawa Productions YouTube channel. Come watch us talk about Terrifier. It was a fun episode. Or you can listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts at. Just search the Cinema Movie Podcast, whether it be iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Podbean, Amazon Music. You can also find us on the Prescribed Films Network. It's a nice little podcast network. We're all there. Friday the 14th podcast. Search it up. And you can also find us on the social media pages. Instagram /Friday the 14th podcast. Social media is all Emisawa Productions on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Just search. There's multiple ways to finding these links. You can also go listen to anything we've reviewed in the past. So you listen to all 3 Terrifier episodes if you want. Right? Because you guys did the first and the second one. And now the third one last week.
I think we did the first one. Did we do the second one?
I think we did the first one, but I can't remember who we did the second one or not. Memory's a little hazy there.
Is that going to be a future episode? January?
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
like
it right now.
right now, double feature right now.
We
They're
needed
like, wait a
something.
second, I don't want to hear some movies again for one.
Yeah, this movie made me want to double.
Double.
See, go ahead and rub it in my face, Nick. How far is an In-N-Out from you? Is it close?
From you?
No,
Or are
from
you still in Texas?
You like In-N-Out?
I like In-N-Out.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I want to be off this podcast now, Juan.
Oh shit, we're back to the Frank and A show.
In-N-Out's a 2-hour drive, San Antonio.
Oh, so we have Whataburger here.
Yeah, whatever. That's all you need.
Sometimes I like a little change up.
You want some Yu-Gi-Oh fries?
Yu-Gi-Oh fries.
It tastes like the cardboard.
See, that's the thing. Whataburger, In-N-Out. To me, all their fries are trash.
That's kind of fucked up. Whataburger's fries are pretty good when they're fresh.
It's all about the.
But do you
the
like
meat.
Cajun fries from Popeyes? That's the real question.
You know what? Cajun fries hit.
They do.
At least we can all agree to disagree. And the potato wedge fries from KFC are good too.
Lost me there.
No. Anyway, see, I think the conversation piece about fries are probably going to be a little bit better than when we get into this movie. Nick.
Let's do it. Top 3 fries right now. Start off number 3.
Oh,
Popeyes fries.
3 to down.
3 to down.
I got Chick-fil-A fries.
Chick-fil-A has some nice waffle fries.
That's on the spot. 3 to up. I'm gonna have to go KFC, Popeyes, McDonald's.
Okay, I got Chick-fil-A 3, Whataburger 2, and McDonald's 1. Popeyes is top 5 for sure though.
I can't think of my bottom.
Man, Nick, you let us down.
Top 3 super flavors for Nick.
I was gonna say waffle fries again, pretty much. I mean, from that one place, we had Bolsheviks.
Oh yeah, Bolsheviks fucking. It's good.
Man. See, we're not even getting to the discussion of curly fries. I know Arby's is usually for 65-year-olds and up, but the curly fries are pretty good.
Man, I hardly ever see anybody inside my Arby's when I go pick up for Ubers.
Man,
It's always just me in there.
just you and the beef and Bugatti,
We had the beef.
the beef and cheddar, and they have
You know what
hash
size
brown now.
fries? Is
Oh,
it Pizza Hut fries?
Raising Cane's fries. You know what? Just like the chicken, I need the sauce for the food, and if I need the sauce, it's not a top item, you know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
those fries only hit with the sauce.
Yeah,
The bread though, that's probably one of the best breads.
That's some good bread.
yeah, it is. It is a pretty good bread. Not to mention, it's probably why some of us might lose a toe. All that bread and the sweet tea.
Oh, that sweet tea hits.
Yeah. Dang you, Canes.
So yeah, magic.
We're about to sprinkle some magic on you guys, but before we get done talking about fries, what else have you guys been up to? Any recent watches you guys want to discuss before we move into the episode? I'll rapid fire through mine real quick if you guys want to think of some. It's been a slow week, so rewatched Idle Hands for a recent episode. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Getting ready for a little conversation in November. I'll save my thoughts for that. Quiet Place Day 1. Trash. Not really trash. It just not really trash. It just didn't hit. Like some of those other fries out there. Unhinged, though, speaking of fries, Russell Crowe, this is what happens when you get fat Russell Crowe and you mess up his order and he just gets all unhinged. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix. Scream, obviously, this time of year is an awesome watch, as well as Halloween. And then I had the itch to watch Air Force One from 1997. A pretty good little watch. But if I had to recommend anything, Unhinged is on Netflix. Scream is on Paramount Plus, I believe. And Halloween, the original, is on maybe Peacock. Anyway, go check it out. It's Halloween time. Go get it. Go get yourself a physical copy. Yeah. So, Nick, what about you? Check anything out?
Over the weekend I went to go see Smile Part 2. Trying to think of other watches. Magic, of course. I kind of watched Raw. Yeah. Just mainly a lot of YouTube. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Were you watching Emo Swell Productions?
You plug, but no.
I like that.
By the way, what can you catch on that channel?
Some old full matches from like 2022, 2023. Podcast, interviews, some wrestling. Saw SmackDown. Only thing I really cared for was Motor City Machine Guns making their debut after like 20 years. I think they've been together.
Good little debut. Good little intro.
Yeah, they kept their name, Motor City Machine Guns, and their individual names as well, which was surprising.
Their intro music kind of sounded like the old TNA song.
Yeah, it was similar, but it didn't hit.
Yeah, it was a little generic.
Yeah, but they let them run loose on it. That match was the best match I've seen on live TV in a while. I was like, damn, okay.
And then they got big pyro.
Yeah, some good pyro.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna get the tag titles here within like maybe a month or two.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get it real soon. They have the match right with DIY next.
Yeah, for the contenders.
I think they win that match, and then I think the Usos cost the Bloodline the tag titles.
Yep. Well, once we get Usos and Motor City Machine Guns, man, that's gonna hit.
Like those Popeye fries.
Mm.
I also saw Raw. The only thing noteworthy from it was besides Jey Uso losing his title, but I forgot the name. Wyatt Six attacking Cross's fucking team that I forgot the name of again, and the Miz.
The Final Testament.
There you go, Final Testament. But yeah, Wyatt Six pretty good. They Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy almost gave the Mandible Claw to Miz, but Paul Ellering pushed him out the way and took it. So Paul Ellering's probably dead now.
That's how they write him off TV.
Yeah, he just took it. I'm looking forward to Cross feuding with Uncle Howdy because I think Cross is severely underrated in his character-wise.
I like the character. I just don't know about the group.
The group's all right. I mean, we haven't been able to see Cross at his full potential because I think they put him into that group. Even before that, I think fans were just getting bored with his character for some reason on the main roster.
I think that's fine though, but I think in order to make this group entertaining, you have to make AOP the dominating tag team like they were back in the NXT days. Balor and Chris Benoit Jr. do not need the tag team championships. Let AOP just feed and take those, rip those titles off of them guys.
Have they even defended them? I don't think they defended them yet.
I think they've only defended them one time.
But besides that, I see Magic as well, and then the indie stuff. You catch GCWA and RCW on title match, and I think both shows are pretty good. Especially GCWA, they're doing an angle with Hybrid, and Hybrid took over this past weekend. It was pretty dope.
Man, speaking of some wrestling, what you guys? I heard and read that some AEW shows are being canceled by TNT because nobody's watching them. So I guess Rampage is going to be taken off TV by the end of the year. And they said if Collision doesn't pick up the numbers, Collision will be taken off too.
I have not read that at all.
Yep.
But I haven't really been on Facebook too much.
I saw that at the beginning of the day, and I'm just like, man, what does the future hold for AEW?
I think they just signed a deal with Fox.
For
Yeah, I forgot
Dynamite, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting days coming up. But let's get ready. Does anything else have any other recent watches or recommendations? We can get ready to dig into the meat and potatoes of this episode finally. Today we are watching Magic, or we're reviewing Magic. It had a August 16th, 2013 release date. IMDb is 5 out of 10, 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. 59% is the Metascore, and then on Letterboxd they give it a 2.8, starring Michael Cera, Juno Temple, Emily Browning, Catalina Moreno, directed by Sebastian Silva. Sebastian Silva also stars in the movie. He plays Augustine. A naive young tourist road trip across Chile with friends turns into a walking nightmare. I could not find any box office news for this or box office how much it made. I think this might have been a straight to video release, because I could also not find a budget for this movie. So let's dig into it. If you guys have not seen this movie or you want to watch it, we will spoil the hell out of it for you. Go check this out on Tubi. We're 17 minutes and 30 seconds into the episode. That's how I watched it. It is available on Tubi. Nick, your pick. We'll start with you. Have you seen this movie before, or what was it like recommending it for the podcast, and what did you think as soon as it was over?
No, I've actually never seen it before. Even though it's been out for a good while. This is like what Michael Cera's like boom in his career, sorta. Early 2010s. After seeing the movie, I was like, okay. It's definitely a watch there, but I don't know how to explain it.
Go ahead.
Interesting. That's the word I would choose.
Never seen this before. I checked it out today for the episode. Magic. There's a little, somewhat of a poster for it. We'll dig into it. If I had to pick one word after the movie, damn.
Son.
Yeah. Franco, first time for the podcast, first time watch for the movie. What was it like when it was over?
I've never seen this movie before. However, I did buy it back in like 2015, 2016. I have the DVD. I just never watched it. But I'm a fan of Michael Cera, so I bought the DVD like on eBay. And after I watched
You
the
won
movie,
the bid.
yeah, I won the bid. I think I don't even think it was a bid, but I don't know. I don't have a word. Just what was this?
Man, what was this is correct. So you get introduced to Michael Cera's character, Brink, who is an annoying, catastrophic, can't sing, can't dance, annoying character. If I had to guess what Michael Cera was like in real life, this is him. I feel like he's I feel like he's probably annoying, and he's probably maybe a little too pushy.
I feel like this character was pretty close to his actual character in was it This Is the End?
Yeah. I said those exact same words today.
Same character though.
We kind of have a little off goofy segment about how long did it take for you to get on your phone once the movie started. Franco?
First for not kind of the title sequence within like maybe 30 seconds. The singing, the opening scene of him just singing and going to his shoes, like, yeah. To be fair though, I did like watch it for like 30 minutes on my phone. I was like, you know what, I really need to watch this movie, so I put my phone away and restarted it. Worst mistake I made.
I agree, man. This was kind of a tough watch. Getting introduced to characters, you kind of get like no character development. The only thing you really understand is that Alicia is coming with her friends, Sarah, to Chile for this little vacation, and she's just completely like she's playing catch up almost throughout the entire movie, but I don't think there's enough feeling to care about either one of these characters. I didn't care about anybody in the movie. What about you guys?
I care about Michael Cera's character. No, but I mean, he's like the first shot in the movie. Just him singing it. It's like, all right, this is definitely gonna be Michael Cera heavy.
I thought it was gonna be like a killer or some shit. So it's a horror movie or whatever, thriller. I was like, oh, he's gonna do something, and he didn't.
And it's just like super bland. I don't know. Yeah, Michael Cera's kind of character was pointless. It felt like the whole movie was going to be based around him, but then it kind of takes a slight turn. And it's like, no, here's Alicia. Let's give you Alicia's story and her background and how she's coping or dealing. Literally, like the first 20 minutes into the episode, she's calling. Who does Alicia call? But she's like, they're like they're like a satanic group. They're, she's already calling it quits because she notices something is like super strange about them. But at the end of the day, who's them? Like, is it Michael Cera? Is it her friend? Is it Augustine? Like, who's the witchcrafter here? I know this movie. I'm kind of just blaring because this movie was all over the place.
I think what threw me off of this movie as well was that, like, where were they at? They're in Chile.
Yeah.
It was Chile.
The subtitles threw me off, and I just was like, yo, I can't pay attention enough to the subtitles.
Now it goes into about the whole phone thing. I'll be on your phone. Like, you thought you can be on your phone? No, hell no. You can't be on your phone because you're gonna miss the dialogue, whatever's going on, because they're talking a different language. I mean, Spanish most of the time.
Yeah, and I was like, is there important dialogue within the subtitles? But most of the time there wasn't.
No important dialogue, no important secret text messaging, no tongue-tied language, no none of that. And it's like the title's so misleading. The story, the synopsis was so misleading. The trailer that I watched before the movie was so misleading. And it's kind of just like,
I didn't even see the trailer.
Bro, 40 minutes passes by and nothing has still happened. And you're kind of like, not that there's anything wrong with how we don't judge here on this podcast, but like Michael Cera was just giving off those Michael Cera vibes like he does in every movie. You know what I mean? And it's just like, what's going on? And you get 45 minutes into the movie, and then you finally get a little piece of action. And really, the only piece of action is Alicia's getting molested by a dog. What's going on with the dog? The dog is the dog, and this is just me playing around with the plot, playing around with the movie because I was so bored. Is the dog magical? You know what I mean? Like, did the dog spray some magical stuff on her, and that's what started like making her hallucinate and stuff? Plus,
That's what it was. No.
Yeah, plus Michael Cera's character was kind of he did his little. They read from what kind of, I don't even know. It wasn't a book or anything. They just read off like a little spell, hypnotized her because she couldn't sleep. But the dog, I think, might be an unwanted key in this movie. Because throughout the movie, she's hypnotized, but the dog's messing with her. The first really kind of dark scene in the movie, is it Michael Cera or Sebastian? I think it's Michael Cera. He walks up on her. He's like, "Oh, I'm treating her like the dog, right?" Because he kind of like plays around and dry humps her.
He dressed up like Wilfred.
Yeah. But the dog
It's a
is
lot of-
sprinkled throughout the whole movie, and
And then
even that
A
didn't
lot
make
of
sense.
Dog.
he got mad when she kicked him in the face. It's like, dude, you deserve that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He had a little too much. He's lightweight. He had a little bit too much to drink.
What do you guys think of the dog? Am I just really bored with the movie and I was overlooking into it, or the dog is sprinkled so much throughout the movie that you're just
I mean,
like,
it's dog symbolism and also a lamb to show like a lot of lambs within the plush pillow that she had. The one she sees like towards the very end.
even that like kind of made no sense.
I don't know. I feel like the lamb towards the end was kind of her. I don't know what they were going with that.
But then it's like, so again, 45 minutes passes by, and even then they hypnotize her. So like, okay, hypnotizing, it's gonna get a little good, right? They're gonna do some wicked stuff with the magic. It's rated R. It's bound to probably get a little bloody, right? Nothing.
That's right. It was rated R. What the fuck?
Yeah, nothing.
That's for the nudity.
There was no nothing
That's what
happened with the witchcraft or with the hypnotizing. They were just playing around with her. It's almost like a middle school student wrote this script. Oh, let's hypnotize her. What would you have her do? Dance like you're dirty. Yeah. Dance.
Dance monkey.
Yeah,
I think Michael Cera wrote that line himself.
probably. He was an executive producer for this movie, so they spared no expense for executive.
It was based on
producer.
his life story. That's what it was.
Probably was. And then you have the scene where the girl also is upstairs and it shows that it's her time of the month. What was that for? Why? What in the magical reason of magic did we need to see that happen? Because, she was like kind of hurting. I think it was Barbara. And she was like kind of cramping. And she's like, I can't move. And then they take her upstairs, and that's what happened. The camera, shows you. And I'm like, this isn't leading in anywhere. And then I was thinking, well, maybe Alicia isn't the only one who's getting hypnotized and possessed. Maybe it's now also Barbara. But again, they didn't go anywhere with that.
You mean
Did you guys-
Sarah, right?
Sarah's
the cousin.
Sarah's the one who had
and
the
Barbara's
blood.
I believe so. Yeah, Sarah's the cousin. She's also with Augustine. Was it? Barbara's the one that was real bitchy, the quiet the whole time.
And then who's the one that had the cramps and the bleeding? Was it Sarah? Anyway,
Yeah. Well,
whoever showed up there during that scene, like that scene didn't pick up anywhere and go anywhere. There was no development with that story, and it's like, why do we need to see that?
I thought maybe she was just pregnant. I don't know because they kept showing her with Augustine, whatever. And I don't know.
I thought it was also going to get a little interesting when Michael Cera was like, "Put your face in the fire," and I'm like, "Whoa, this could get kind of gruesome." Here it goes, rated R, right?
You go about to
She
be
just goes to the
A24.
fireplace. Yeah, she puts her hand in the fire. What about you guys? What did you think of the hypnotic scene? I guess where they hypnotize her, and at first he's trying to let her just get some sleep, but they end up playing around with her.
That was definitely the most interesting scene in the movie.
So is it I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Augustine is the one who hypnotized her, right? He is the one that said the little seance and hypnotized her. So at the end of the day, his little practice of witchcraftery is what led to her ultimate demise. Then, right? Spoiler alert. I know we're jumping a little bit ahead, but that's the whole thing, right? I didn't see anything else that maybe have gotten her in the position that she was in.
No, I think she'd been crazy the whole time, honestly. It was like a slow progression.
So you think that really that there wasn't really no magic at all, that she was just maybe sick already, or I mean, you can't even really say possessed, because
She does say that her mom didn't want her going out of the country, like her going out. So I think she was just crazy. Her mom protected her.
I mean, that's a little hint right there. Or even you kind of get weird vibes from that shower scene when she's kind of hunched over, sitting down. I don't know.
Oh yeah, too.
But also there's a scene where Michael Cera is going through her bag and he finds more pills than the pills that they gave her for, like, the was like muscle. What was it muscle cramp or whatever?
muscle. Oh yeah, because he was.
Those sleeping
Yeah,
pills.
Yeah,
But
he
there
was
was different
also,
pills, so
he was making fun of the cramps too. So I guess at the end of the day, you can say that she was pretty much just a jacked up mess, and she ended up. What's crazy where she ends up at, because after the hypnotizing dancing scene, she really does break down, and they can't find her. And then this is where the last 20 minutes come into play, that she just completely snaps and loses it. And she kind of passes out. They take her to like some of the natives, and they have like the witch doctors, it looks like, or they have a little seance.
That seance scene went by like forever.
Yeah, and again, you're thinking
you're
that
under
maybe
hypnotism.
there is that what it was, an exorcism.
It was like Franco was under hypnotism, so like he looked too much into that screen that kept swirling around.
Yeah, they undressed her, did some kind of like seance on her. Used the dog or the goat, whichever one is, before she went missing. It just like jumped in the water. That whole thing was was it a blur for you guys? This whole movie, just like the in between scenes.
Well, the the lamb she didn't just jump in; it got pushed by the dog. But yeah, I was. That scene, I thought she was gonna go try to save that lamb. Like, oh, it's gonna be her moment to jump in the water.
That's what I thought too. That she just let it die.
It's like, all right.
I was hoping for something a little bit more darker. I don't know.
I mean, I thought it was gonna get dark. In the scene where Alicia's gonna go, she goes to Michael Cera's area and she grabs a gun. She points it at him, but she doesn't do anything with that. Instead, she makes Michael Cera eat something.
Another scene that you're just like, I mean, it kind of felt like she was possessed and something was going on. You almost had like a scary movie / Amityville horror kind of scene. Snap into a Slim Jim, eat me, but that didn't happen. It was like a Slim Jim commercial. Unfortunately, that scene didn't lead into nothing. The shotgun scene didn't lead into nothing. It did lead into Michael Cera's character, Brink, when they were walking through the park before she really snaps. Michael Cera, was like, oh, she did this to me. Well, let me go up and grab her. And his character did that, and she was freaking out. She's like, no, I didn't do that to you. And then it's almost like, okay, she's still under hypnotization. She doesn't remember what she's doing. But again, that's another piece that they didn't really pick up and walk with. So let me talk to you.
Yeah.
I think once the ending hit and they did the seance and they did the ritual, and then you're just kind of like the witch doctor is like, she's fine. I've done this numerous times. Her soul will go back into her body. Just take the leaves or whatever and rub underneath her nose. You know, you see a big old light flash, and then it goes to them in the boat going back to the island, I guess, and credits and crickets.
Crickets.
When you guys saw the credits, what was your opinion? Honest opinion.
This movie sucked. Wasn't worth Michael Cera being in it.
I don't know. I think Michael Cera's character was probably the whole interesting part of the movie, honestly.
Yeah, but doesn't mean he needs to be in it.
He needs to be in this movie.
And I kind of feel the opposite, because I feel like one of the main characters that I just could not stand in the movie was Brink. And it's like,
He did his job.
It's great acting.
it's great something. But I'm just like, what is going on here? But yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I almost didn't make it through the ending. So
If y'all do want to see this movie and see what we're talking about, y'all can catch it on Tubi for another 8 days, apparently. So, yeah, 8 days left to watch it.
Damn.
Even the poster makes it seem like Michael Cera was like the main person, the killer or whatever.
But his name's
Yeah,
like towards the end of the cover.
It's like,
It
oh,
does
he has a
feel-
career.
it-
Let's
it
go on the
definitely-
cover.
but see, even the trailer gave off the vibes of like, this could be almost like a whodunit kind of cult situation. Like, it gave off very big cult vibes. Even that first phone call she makes that she trips out, she's like, these are like cult,
Sadists.
yeah, saying they're saying sadists and stuff. But I don't know. Sebastian Silva has also directed some small Spanish films, or he's written some stuff for some short stories. This looks like it might be his biggest American-made movie. I don't know, but yeah, like Franco said, you guys go check this out on Tubi for another 8 days. But let's dig into who was hot. I'm gonna say the credits in this movie was hot. I enjoyed
pretty
seeing
hot.
those credits. Yeah, I enjoyed those credits finally coming.
Sarah's pretty hot. Michael Cera it is. No, I will say the Sarah girl.
Who was the main person?
Alicia
Alicia.
Alicia Juno Temple.
Juno.
It shows in the scene, the hypnotist scene.
The hypnotist scene. Favorite scene. Nick, your pick. We'll start with you.
Michael Cera singing in the car. It was a light, happy moment there. Uno más. I don't know. Something about that song gets stuck in my head. But there's a scene, even though it's not even real. It's just it's Alicia head screwed up. She sees Sarah on the bed, but after that she sees Michael Cera just sitting down laughing. I was like, oh, that would have been a cool, creepy moment had they gone a direction of Michael Cera actually being a crazy psychopath.
I enjoyed the hypnotist scene. It's my favorite scene.
Yeah, hypnotist scene was probably the most intriguing. Other than that, that'd probably be it. So, at least for me. Star rating.
What
Let's
did
not
we
be too
say?
generous now.
What was it on Rotten Tomatoes?
Well, this is surprising. 68%. So this movie is technically
Crazy.
fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's crazy. I give it 1.5.
I'm gonna give this
I'm being
a.
generous for Michael Cera.
You are being generous. I'm giving this a 0.5.
Sir, that's not a rating.
Can we go that low? I thought I said 1 through 5.
He thinks it's Dave Meltzer over here.
0.5. This movie was garbage. I really tried to watch it. I watched the whole thing. I was even like, let me try to just rewatch it again and see. I couldn't. And it started off from the beginning too. So
I'm gonna give it a 1 now. I'm just thinking about it because I think I feel like I rated Nightmare Cinema higher, and then this movie's worse than that movie.
yeah.
It's a 1.
A 1.
One.
I'll be generous with the rating. I'll do it too. It's not. I wouldn't say it's terrible. I mean, it is a slow burn, definitely. But I'll give credit where it's the original story, even though it didn't lead anywhere. The ending kind of definitely fell flat there. But if I were to end it differently, I would have had her gone fully nuts and actually killed Michael Cera, or something along the lines, or someone she fucks up, and then you have the I want to say the cops because they're like how many 5 hours away from anything. But yeah.
Would have had her go crazy and just kill everybody at the end.
Yeah. I think that would have been the best bet. Just you don't even really get a death in the movie, do you? Besides hers,
The sheep
The lamb, yeah.
Sheep.
or sheep, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the little dog died
2 puppies.
eventually.
Yeah. They separated the puppies, the healthy and took the injured one, and they left it injured by itself, meaning the healthy one probably died as well. Was alone.
It's alone.
So stupid.
Anyway, if you guys want to check it out, go watch it. Maybe we're being too harsh on it. Give us your thoughts on the movie. If you can last, hit us up. Social media. You guys can also email at cinemen921@gmail.com, or you can DM these social medias right here, Instagram /Friday the 14th podcast, Emerson Productions as well. Put it in the DMs and let us know what you think of this movie. Magic is what we reviewed, and it's over on the Tubi. And yeah.
Have we gotten any emails about our podcast? Any suggestions or anything like that?
No, not yet.
Someone send us an email, man. If y'all don't have some suggestions, or if y'all watch these movies, y'all's ratings or whatever, we can do like a mailbag like they do on y'all's podcast.
I think it's also maybe a little confusing too. Again, if you guys are watching on this YouTube channel, those are the DMs to Friday the 14th and Emo Swap Productions. If you guys are listening in podcast land and you guys want to email, just send like a direct email. It's cinemen921@gmail.com. And I'll save those emails for this podcast specifically. So send in some emails and we'll get talking about it. So yeah, like Franco was getting off into recent watches, recommendation, anything, and anything else you guys want to send. So we will watch anything.
All right. We'll review Human Centipede 1 to 3.
Human Centipede. Next week we will not be on Thursday. Next week we'll be doing Wednesday, October the 30th, just in case we have any Halloween plans or take any of the littles out trick-or-treating. So next week's episode will be Wednesday, October 30th, 8 p.m. we will review and discuss Halloween H2O. This is technically the reboot before the reboot, and we'll get into that timeline a little bit later on next week. LL Cool J, Josh Hartnett, Michelle Williams, Jamie Lee Curtis. Halloween H2O.
This is the one without
20 years later.
Busta Rhymes, right? I keep asking that, but I keep forgetting.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Someone with LL Cool J.
I will LL Cool J. I'll never Busta Rhymes. Anyway.
Has the best mask in the franchise.
Yeah. But that's what we'll get into next week. Before we get out of here, guys, anything else you want to add to this episode before we get out of here for Halloween H2O?
Don't watch this movie.
Don't watch this movie.
How long was this movie? It felt long.
It was an hour and 38 minutes, and it was an hour and 37 minutes too long.
It felt like it was 2 hours. But I did restart it, so I guess maybe.
Oof. But yeah, next week, any weekend plans before we get out of here?
Got a wrestling event Sunday, Death in the Family in Austin. We're going to do clips for them. I think it's going to be streamed as well. I don't know where yet, though. I'm sure IWTV. It's their debut show, and it's like a death match tournament. So it should be fun. What's your opinion on Deathmatch Wrestling 1?
I don't think I've seen enough of them to probably have a good little feel for it. I think I've only seen some old school versions of them, like back in the day, like some of the Cactus Jack highlights. I saw the god awful death match that AEW tried to put together, their explosion match that happened during COVID. I don't even know if that counts.
I don't
But
think so.
yeah,
I didn't like it when I was like just watching it, but getting into I guess shooting ringside for them, I've grown to I guess love it more. Enjoy
I'm sure it's different in person, but at least on TV, sometimes I've kind of got that old traditionalist mindset of like, does it really need that? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably different on indies than it is probably mainstream. I feel like it's probably a little bit more appreciated indies and in Japan style.
How far is Austin from you?
7-8 hours.
Should make that drive.
I should.
They're bringing, I'm sure you know Joey Janela.
Oh,
They're bringing him in. They're bringing some deathmatch like names, but like you don't know deathmatch, so I'm sure you don't know him. I don't even know him. But Joey Janela, they're bringing in. He's gonna have a banger with one of Nick's favorite, Danny O'Ryan.
might have to check that. Might have to check it out. I'm sure you guys will be uploading that sometime, right?
Yeah, probably that night or the week clips the week after.
So should be fun. Stay clear from any glass out there. Be safe since you'll be around ringside.
I usually mean to like bring stuff to protect me, but I always forget. I'm sure I'll forget again this week.
So, Nick, what about you? Anything fun going on this weekend, or same thing, wrestling?
Wrestling. I don't know. Venom comes out Saturday or this weekend. Maybe Venom.
Venom does come out. That sounds like it could be pretty good. I'm interested in seeing what happens, how they're going to close out the chapter, if they close it out. So, nothing big going on for me this weekend. Just a lot of football. Tuesday, we were reviewing The First Omen, which is available on Hulu. So go check that out. And that's what we end spooky month with, is The First Omen. We kick off November with Clerks 3. So other than that, guys, have a good weekend. I'll see everybody next week. Next Wednesday, Halloween H2O. All right.
Nice.
Peace, love, taco.
Stay ultra.